I mean, valid. You want a Fey lamp? I've got them. Oh, yes. Lots and lots. And I'd be happy to part with one. For a price. Can't just give it to you for nothing, you know. Wouldn't be fair. So, what do you want for the lamp? Why, what we always want, of course. Fun! If you play with us, we'll give you your heart's desire. Tee. I have a new plaything. A playmate. Come with me outside the village and we'll have lots of fun together. Pho? Who wants pho? We're like triplets, yes? You mortals always have trouble telling us apart, so we're going to make a game of it. In this game? Fun. Fun. In this game, you must guess who is the real Weirdlore. That's yours truly. You'll get a single hint, and if you answer correctly, I'll give you a Fey lamp. Whenever you're ready now. Let me tell you a little secret. I'm not Weirdlore. No, the third one of us is. One says 3. You think I'm the real Weirdlore, do you? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. 2 says no. I am the real Weirdlore. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Nah, I was just expelled. And now, for the all-important hint, all 3 of us are notorious liars. So, which of us is the real Weirdlore? So, says Weirdlore, says Weirdlore, says not Weirdlore, and says 3 is Weirdlore. Just says not Weirdlore. What? Then everything they said was backwards. Ah, this is too confusing. That's one thing I'm sure about, though. When we first spoke with Weirdlore, it was in a field of flowers. First pixie didn't smell like flowers at all. You consider that along with the hint, perhaps you can come up with the correct answer. Which one do you think is the real Weirdlore? I mean, I already knew the answer. Third one said no. Third one said it wasn't, so it isn't. No, sorry. Third one says it was, so it isn't. Its lie was saying it was. First one said it wasn't, and the third one was. Its lie was that the third one was. Second one only said that it wasn't. So it is. But how did you... It was supposed to be hard. No, that was pretty basic logic. We were so looking forward to seeing you rack your brains. Oh well, the promise is a promise. You guessed correctly, so I'll give you a lamp. I like lamp. Huzzah! Now we have everything. Let's hurry back to Wolligdorf. I have definitely not installed auto-clickers from questionable sources to play any idle games ever in my life. Nope. 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 Look, my fingers got tired. What do you want? I think this is the last step before we go back to the Crystarium. Taken receipt of the pristine water and the fine clay. I'm told the Fey lamp is with you? Yep. Excellent. Now I can fashion myself a new porksy. Fashion a new porksy? So, it's quite simple, really. Make the body using clay and water, imbue it with magic from the lamp, and voila! Pick porksy is born. I'm well satisfied now. All is forgiven and forgotten. Till next time, friends. I mean, if it's that easy, can you just keep eating them? They're tasty. Porksies are made of clay? Oh, feels so good all of a sudden. In any case, all's well that ends well. Can't thank you both enough. You have to stay here now, though. Pleased to have been of service. Now then, Tonatua, on behalf of all the Amaro of Wollecdorf, I bid you welcome to the flock. Been in a flock with a flock before, and there's much I don't know, but I'll try my hardest to live up to expectations. Clicky, 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 click. Just glue your shirt to your arm again and pull it off, and just do that on repeat. How did you be so stiff, young one? Remember, we're all friends here, brought together by our awakening. In the distant past, our ancestors were given the gift of intelligence through magic. Though that magic is long faded, it wrought a change in our kind that may occasionally manifest in the form of Amaro such as ourselves. We Amaro were created to serve men. Many of us form enduring bonds with our masters and mistresses. However, we live far longer than they do, and thus it is our lot to experience the sorrow of parting. For those who are left behind, who are down by grief, yet find solace, here in Wollecdorf, I've lost many masters, as has everyone in the flock. I know their pain, and they mine. Settlement brings us all together that we might support one another and live in peace. In time, I hope that you'll come to think of it as your home. Home. I like the sound of that. Thank you, Sandman, for everything. Spaghetti al nero, broad bean salad, platinum bream, a baguette, or money. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Yeah. Another... Oh, it's you. Your timing is most fortuitous. I was just about to doze off. Come to ask about Tonatua, have you? Tonatia. I've been teaching in the ways of the flock. We each have a task we perform, and now that Tonatia is one of us, he must have one too. Speaking of which, you're well acquainted with the pixies of Later Loran, are you not? I would be grateful if you were to help Tonatia settle into his new role. I have in mind to make him our envoy to the pixies, you see. The post is vacant at the moment, and it often is, given the challenges. Our peoples are very different. Pixies live to play, whereas all we desire is peace. Most of us have no tolerance for their mischief. In the course of collecting the items to make reparation to the Numo, Tonatia had occasion to treat with the pixies and make away unscathed. He had you at his side at that time, and I cannot help but worry how he'll fare alone, navigating the vagaries of pixie temperament. It would be assuring to know you were watching over him, at least in the beginning. This is a pixie who owes me a favor. Truly? This pixie is an ally. I dare to hope that it will help smooth the way for Tonatia. Please relay the details of our conversation to Tonatia. He should be somewhere in the settlement. Oh, it's you. You have a message from Sandman, you say? see. He did say that he would have a task for me. The prospect of dealing with the pixies is daunting, but it gives me heart to have this old Thun's help. Let's go and meet them at once. I thought I was done. Thought I was free. Well, if you're there, I'm gonna need to go there anyway for the next thing. Let's hop back. Press the MSQ, just a touch. Deal with you later.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
It is, kinda. Hi.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Are we talking to an Ashen?
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation.
Oh, hey, I have a minion of you.
Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Obviously not.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle?
That'd be more impressive if it had been nighttime. So I guess it's blue instead of yellow,
it is
so...
truly, deeply... infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
That was kind of my point. Fuck y'all rejoining. We're gonna keep them more separated than boys and girls in a middle school dance.
The light towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthry's rule, all the conditions would have been met.
Gotta keep those realities at least a yardstick apart. Gotta leave room for Hydaelyn in between them.
And ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, Light's supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
This is the part where I bow, right?
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
He's right
As for
here.
what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habre did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
I killed him. For
And
goodsies.
so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
What's the catch?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content.
That's what La Habrea said.
But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Okay, Gambit. Nice try, though.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
I think
My
it represents
apologies.
forethought.
You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Cooperation? Can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Archon. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later. Refreshed and ready for more. Okay. Sending me off to bed, huh? That is the wrong way. Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You'll find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they're to your liking. Are you retiring now? Yep, let me in. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. Assuming this is going to be a cutscene. Yep. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed.
Sandwich.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past.
I really need to turn on that auto advanced voiced cutscenes option.
Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly.
Hard to hit that way.
That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Tell me about Seta.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Make me.